afternoon, everybody. This is Roger Thunder with the Ancient Souls Surfing Association and the channel The Red Road. Today I'm going to do a little compilation of places that are secret surf places in San Diego. Not so secret, actually. Areas that I've surfed many, many times in my history of, let's say, my surfing history, my surfing career, whatever, my surfing fun. 20 plus years in this area of San Diego. And a lot of people up north don't know about a lot of these places. Just had a friend come down for a surf contest, one of my firefighter friends in Oakland. Went to San Diego and didn't know about a lot of spots, so I kind of gave him the grand tour. Now I'll try to show you some of these places, and I got a map here that I'm going to put up, and what I'll do is I'll pinpoint it on the map so you kind of know, because I look for surf maps, and they're kind of dicey as far as showing where the different places are, so I will just use a regular map and point to where I will be going with the video. Okay, people, so you might get a change of color here while I'm doing this because I'm recording it at different times, and so the change in the studio here, the colors may change a little bit, but that's okay. The first place we're going to check out here is going to be Swamis in San Diego, or let's say north of San Diego. And Swamis is in Encinitas, California. This is Swamis here, and you got a coastline map here, and you can see, you probably can't see my cursor, but if you just kind of focus in, you can see where it says Cardiff by the Sea. And then right above that it says Swamis State Beach. And then I got a little inset here in the top left-hand corner of the Hermitage, where Paramahansa Yogananda, the famous yogi, and the bringer of Kriya Yoga, which I have been practicing since 1986, to America. Anyway, this is the Hermitage, or the SRF, Self-Realization Fellowship Center, up there on the bluffs. Just kind of a landmark thing that I thought I would show, and now let's jump down below the Hermitage here, a steep cliff, to a place called Swamis, which they named after the Swami, Paramahansa Yogananda. Okay, and since there's no music in this one, just people talking, I can play the sound. This is Swamis. We've got a nice peak break here, just south of the Hermitage off the cliffs. Now, this day is a mess. I can't believe how many people are out there, but at least you can see the size of the waves and the beautiful form of them. It's not always that there's this many people out there, believe me, but on this day, so you're seeing some really nice rides here off the peak break, kind of a peak and a point break. The waves build up in these nice swells, they have a nice shoulder to them. Kind of a nice slope, nothing bone crushing, although it can be. So, beautiful area here. Now, as far as all these lunkheads, excuse my, just sitting there inside the lineup, just goes to show you how many surfers don't know what they're doing. Guys out there on the outside that are catching the peak, the swell as it builds up to a peak, are the ones that seem to have this covered, but all the rest just mulling around there in the water. It's actually kind of comical. All they are is setting up an obstacle course. Setting up an obstacle course. The guys that are actually in the right part of the break there, the right part of the takeoff point. See how these guys have to kind of like waddle around amongst the crew here? Watch this a while. My last video I forgot to put in, I was going to mess up. I forgot to put in the soundtrack. And the soundtracks are getting modified because they're copyrights, generic music, and I'd rather do the waves. That's messing up. Lots of nice rights. Not to say there isn't lefts. Occasionally there will be a bit left. Notice how, when you look at this, they're just like buzzing all over you. Buzz, buzz, buzz. It's like little gnats. That's the difference between a longboard. Here I go with my longboard. So that guy there looks like he was bored maybe a bit longer. You can get into the waves early. That's the point. You can already be cruising and set up the wave. You have a board that can cruise and not just one that has to be whipped about like a skateboard. I don't know, guess I'm old school, but I sure like that cruising feeling and the nice wide bottom turns and things like that. Floppy turns. Beautiful waves there today, just too many people, way too many people. It's a hazard, it's an accident. It's an accident when something like that. A little walking back, walking in the background there. Swamis, named after Colonel Jose Yokohama. Swami came from India and lived on that cliff there and brought free of the beautiful meditation technique, very strong and powerful. To the west coast of North America, actually. There's another hermitage up in the way. Not this one. Hope to be making a trip to it some of this summer. Kind of outfitting my Explorer. The older classic Explorer. Kind of like a camper. Got a bed and inverter and all that stuff. Jump in that, take a short trip today to hit pretty soon. Okay, I think that's enough of Swamis, so let's jump on to something else. Okay, now we're going to go back to the map here and I'm going to show you where Black's Beach is, which is also up in the North County and San Diego's North County, up by Encinitas and those areas. So let me jump to the map here. So just beneath Swamis, going south more towards San Diego, you're going to hit Del Mar. And the Del Mar racetrack, and then you got beneath that you got Torrey Pines, the famous Torrey Pines Inn and Scripps and all that. So there's a surf spot in there, called Black's Beach, the famous Black's Beach, which would be right where it says there, Black's Beach. So let's jump there and see what the waves are like there. And here we go. This is supposedly Black's Beach. Well, actually, the clip says Black's Beach and Swamis. So be my guest. It kind of looks, be my guest as a guest or whatever. I don't know. This kind of looks like the same break that we just saw at Swamis a while ago, and only on a more hazy day. Although it could be blacks, there's no, when people do clips, they don't show the surrounding area sometimes, nor do they just specify which break is which break as they're filming. You know, they may put on their video Black's Beach and Swamis, but they don't differentiate with landmarks. And a lot of these places break the same. Looks like there's a lot of lefts here, so I'm thinking this may be blacks. Pretty big waves. Very big day. These are just some spots I wanted to show you around the San Diego area, so that, again, if you're up from up north, I just had a friend that came from up north, didn't know any of these places. And so got turned on to him when he came down. I directed him by cell phone. I wasn't there at the time. Like I said, I'll be making a trip over pretty soon to Encinitas. Probably meet up with him there again too. And he's the co-founder of the Ancient Soul Surfing Association. Me being the founder. No hierarchy though. It's all for one and one for all in this. Got some nice waves here, some overhead waves. Just goes to show you how big it gets in San Diego. And San Diego is a lot like Hawaii. Got a little blip there for SoCal Surfer for providing this video. Back to reality here, or semi-reality, or maybe it isn't reality at all. Okay, now we're going to jump. As you can see, it's getting darker by the minute. Now we're going to jump to Pacific Beach Point, or Tourmaline Canyon. Let me go to the map for that. And so previously we were at Black's Beach, as you can see there, Torrey Pines, Gliderport, Black's Beach, all that. If you go down here, you see La Jolla. San Diego's over here, SeaWorld is in here, Mission Beach here. So you got Pacific Beach right in here. This is Grand Avenue or Garnett Avenue and Grand Avenue, and Garnett Avenue has the Crystal Pier, which comes out at the end of it. But if you go up a little bit where it says downtown La Jolla, if you go up right about where it says Pacific Beach, there's a little point there, as you can see, juts out, and that is Tourmaline Canyon or PB Point. So let's go there right now and check that out. As I said, it breaks off the point here, and beautiful waves, always kind of like soft rolling waves here. Unless you have a really big day and you're out farther out to the right of where the sky is, kind of way out there. That's the beginning of the point. That's the beginning of Pacific Beach Point. These waves tend to just kind of reform. They take off. They're fun waves. You can have a ball here if the surf is up and it's high tide, that type of thing. Got a nice smooth rolling wave. As you can see the point out there, and then the furthest point is La Jolla. Got a nice smooth ride here, guy on a longboard. Fortunately, we can get some drone shots here. Move this up a little. Got a left here, a rare left coming off. See that furthest point to the right way out there? That's La Jolla over there, Windansea Beach. Back up from where we came. These waves are fun. Again, they're friendly waves. Let's put it that way. They're friendly waves. They're just kind of cruising waves. Don't know who these people are. Just obtained these surf clips. Just punched in the different points I wanted to tell you about. This looks like might be Skip Fry here. I recognize that board. Nice smooth day at Tourmaline Canyon, PB Point. Okay, so that was pretty much the point. And now we're going to jump down just a little bit south. Same place, no need to go back to the map, just further down the beach a little bit to the south towards the pier. And you have a place called Diamond Street, and there's also a place called Diamond Street, Law Street, which is an old hangout of mine. Surfed there for years, so we're gonna show you a little bit of that part of the beach, a little bit of stretch of the beach there. This is like right in between where I was just showing you the point and again the pier, Pacific Beach Pier. Nice little beach there, some waves. See, now you can see the point further back there. That's where we were a few minutes ago. Got kind of a middle break here. Oh, I can remember surfing this place when I was 20 years old. Always used to see a little old man walk down the beach here, come out of nowhere, and he looked like he had a breechcloth on, and he would be walking his dog sometimes, and this guy would appear out of nowhere, almost like a yogi, and as a matter of fact, I think he might have been. Who knows, maybe there's the pier. There's the pier. Anyway, this guy would come out of nowhere, and I'd see him years later, and he wouldn't have aged a day. And I'm like, okay. Don't know about that one, but these are fun waves here. These are very fun waves. See, some waves aren't meant to be shredded or curved or carved out like that. They're just meant to ride the longboard, cruise, trim it up. This guy's got that in mind. I wouldn't say he was an #1 guy, but hey, he's having fun. Doesn't matter, as long as you're out there with the ocean, having communion with the ocean. You have respect for your fellow surfers and all that good stuff. We'll stay on this one a bit since this is one of my favorite places. Excuse me. Must be high tide because the waves tend to break kind of like they do at Tourmaline, slow and graceful, as opposed to just slamming over a beach break or something like that. Nice, just fun waves. Okay, so where should we go next? Let's go to let's try La Jolla Cove. We'll jump back up to no, let's go to Ocean Beach, I guess. And let me pull up the map for that. See if I can find the map for that. Okay, so now we're going to go to OB, Ocean Beach. And this is the famous Point Loma lighthouse there. Point Loma Ocean Beach Fishing Pier. Now in between the pier and this inlet right over here, where it says SeaWorld, Mission Beach, SeaWorld, you see an inlet going in there. And then this little short space in there that says Sunset Cliffs Boulevard is where the Ocean Beach, this particular shot is taken, this next clip. Now this next clip is kind of mind-blowing. I used to surf here all the time. Matter of fact, the first place I ever surfed was here at this break. The first time I put my foot in water with a surfboard was at this break, and it's kind of in between. So anyway, I'll quit babbling here. Let's get to the video, shall we? Beautiful waves, beautiful day. Oh, just glassed off. Probably early morning. Got some nice peaks. I'm kind of actually surprised to see it. I've seen it breaking this good, and the guy just happened to catch it on this day where it was walling up real nice, and didn't make that one. Nice peaks outside there, probably breaking on a sandbar. Good, this is Ocean Beach. Yeah, you know, if you guys out there appreciate this video, please give it a thumbs up and all that good stuff, and a like and subscribe. And this channel is kind of like a combined channel of the Red Road Indigenous people and the Ancient Soul Surfing Association. Been thinking about starting a new channel for that, but they go together really well. We'll see. Another nice curl there, back in the pocket, back in the tube. Nothing like that. Nothing like that feeling. It's like being reborn. Born again. I'm a born again wave rider. Beautiful waves in OB. Exceptional day. I'm just going to let this kind of run a while and enjoy OB, Ocean Beach. Kind of a funky little town, actually. Kind of tucked way back in the southern corner of the beach areas, more towards Point Loma, and very few places that you could get to ride. Now we do have Sunset Cliffs coming up, which is south of this break. Kind of like, see that landmass back there? Just around the corner, beautiful sunset here. Just around the corner you have Sunset Cliffs. Thus the name, Sunset Cliffs. This actually, to me, almost looks like the break at Sunset Cliffs. All right, little deal there. Let's pause it and go back to me. Okay, now we're going to jump to Sunset Cliffs. I didn't say that before since I'm jumping in and out here and I lose track of where I am. Bear with me. A little bit more south of where we just were, down by the Ocean Beach Pier. If you go back out onto the Sunset Cliffs Boulevard out of the little town of OB, just a couple of blocks up to that boulevard that runs along Sunset Cliffs and the whole of Ocean Beach. If you just go a little bit more south, you're going to run into Sunset Cliffs. And Sunset Cliffs is a beautiful place too. Breaking, this one looks like it's breaking pretty much like the other place. Let's start this up. Little view from the cliffs there. Got a pretty good lineup this day. Yeah, see, that's the thing about a shortboard. That's a good example right there. The guy paddling out on that shortboard. It's like it's submerged. The guy's laying on the board and it's submerged. So basically he's paddling like he's got a hard piece of resin on his stomach. And he's oh, there's a guy with a paddle. Too cool. I love that. Longer board. That's what I was just going to say. Long boards catch these waves. And you can't tell I'm a purist, can you, with the longboard shit. I keep talking about it. That's okay. Humor me. Some nice swells here. Hopefully I'll insert some background music with this so that you'll at least be listening to some music. I don't like to let the music play on some of these videos because of a copyright thing. I don't know how these guys get away with it. They play all kinds of copyright tunes on their surf clips. Okay, this wave is pretty much like the one in Ocean Beach, so we're gonna move on to another place. Let's see. Let's jump to La Jolla Cove to finish up this video. La Jolla Cove, and you can see there's downtown La Jolla and La Jolla Cove, and we are just here's PB and then OB. So if you move back north, you're going to end up in La Jolla, and there's all kinds of beautiful breaks there. And then here you can see where it says La Jolla Cove. It curves in towards the shores there to the right where it says Birch Aquarium. That's La Jolla Shores. So let's check this out. This looks like it's being taken from the west towards the cove on a big day. Takes a special kind of swell to get this to break sometimes. So let's check it out. So if you hear any kind of fireworks in the background, I'm filming this on July 4th, 2025. I'm out in the middle of the desert here right now, and so I'm enjoying looking at the waves. Big day here at La Jolla Cove. So you're facing kind of up the coast here towards LA and out to the ocean, and then you have the classic La Jolla Cove right there. Got some pretty big waves this day. Pretty fun stuff. Doesn't look too crowded, not too bad, although it is crowded. Powerful waves for sure. A lot of people just go out here to let's say not bodyboarding, not boogie boarding, well, that too, body surfing, I'll get it. Got some good friends that like to go out this place and just body surf it. Yeah, beautiful day there. Amazing day. So yeah, I just probably will end with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you like it, subscribe. Make a comment. Leave a comment. Fellow surfers and wahinis, surfer girls, the surf goddess, always love to hear from you if you're out there. Got to be careful here though. There are rocks in cliffs and rocky cliffs in town, closer to the shore. Yeah, so let's see here. That's looking towards Black's Beach right there real quick. Back up through the La Jolla Shores area. This is looking the other way. Okay, I think that's enough. We'll end it there. I'll come back in the scene now. So this video is presented, like I said before, with the Ancient Soul Surfing Association. And we'd appreciate you helping us in any way you can to further this grassroots movements of reconnection through the Mother Ocean, Oceana, Ala Moana, the path to the sea. Educating on the history of surfing, and let me just throw up, if I can here, we'll see. No, we got the map, so let's go to, let's see if we can find Ancient Soul Surfing Association. That's our logo. I'll leave a link in the show notes below to our website where you can get a t-shirt with this logo on it, the Ancient Soul Surfing Association logo in support. I think it's $35 now, high quality, very high quality, clings to your skin, not sweaty, kind of a composite material that feels good on your body, and then you help support this association by buying a shirt. And again, that's on the website Ancient Soul Surfing Association, which I will put a link in the show notes below. I think I'll just leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and for those guys that that surf, that want to come here, that don't know too much about it, feel free to ask me anything in the comments, or just get in touch with me through the website. So until I see you next time, I'll say aloha and adios.